Okay. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on things till morning.
His mouth looked like it was lagging. What the hell is that? Is it like a... Oh... Planning a funeral, such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the demolition? That's creepy. Was it you, buddy? Did you do it? Huh. That's fucking weird. What? You reading this? Complexion, part oily, part dry. What? That's weird. Huh. Huh.
I'm sorry you had to see that wreath, Nancy. It's disgusting.
I'm afraid Maya's in real danger.
Let's hope the kidnapper just did this to scare you.
It's just strange. I mean, why would the kidnapper go to the trouble to have that thing arranged and delivered here?
The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. I don't know how the press got a hold of this, but they're all over it like ants on a picnic.
I think I know where it came from.
Where did those missing posters come from?
I can't say for sure, but I can make an educated guess.
Are you thinking of a certain Hollywood agent we know?
Can you believe the way she diverted all of the attention away from Maya and used the poster to promote Brady as the big hero? This shouldn't be happening. It's all backwards.
The police told me Nicholas Falcone is known for using extreme tactics to further his political causes. Why are you letting him use the lobby as his headquarters?
Nicholas has been hanging around this theater since he was a little boy. I know how torn up he is about the theater. This'll be over soon enough, and then he'll go home. I don't think he's dangerous, for gosh sakes.
I think Nicholas is just as creepy as the next guy. Hell, he's on the same level as you, dude, but I really don't think he did it.
Gotta go now.
Chin up!
It is up. Couldn't get any upper. Don't tell me how to have my chin. Rough and... Okay, so... Can I figure this thing out yet? No. Well... Somebody better be missing. So I can find some stuff. Hey, buddy.
Have you seen the posters? Aren't they fabulous? That picture of Maya is the one from her press pass, isn't it? Yes. Thankfully, she's photogenic.
What a creepy lady.
What if she wasn't photogenic? Would you be less interested in helping her? Not necessarily. I just have to be more creative about my publicity if I couldn't use photos. Brady's out plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
Ooh, he's gone.
Press conference? I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal. That funeral wreath was awful, wasn't it? What do you know about that wreath? I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then it's all the more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
You're so creepy.
I think your phone's about to ring. Ciao.
Strangely, the least creepy person in this game is probably Brady. And he makes up for it by being an egotistical asshole, so I guess it all works out. Let's check out his shit, shall we? What is over here? You are what you project. You are my oyster. Fame, fortune, and social body language. You are going straight to the top. So this is like a self-affirmation book. Cabin boy. So he wants to be the captain. Come back here and swab this deck. You work for me, Captain Brady. Simone overboard. What's your fashion sign? So what, he's a Gemini? You have a big new project coming up. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Let's see if like that, what did we have? A locked drawer? Oops. Let's go bust that bitch open.
It's locked.
Well, maybe this key will open it.
It's locked.
Dang it.
It's locked.
How do I open it? Well, okay then. Huh. I thought for sure that key would do it. I guess I was horribly mistaken. Nothing? Well, now what?
Nancy, what's the 411?
Oh yeah, let's confront.
Thanks to you, the police think this whole kidnapping is a hoax.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
So you have or have not used kidnapping to further your causes in the past?
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
I didn't call you an eco-terrorist, weirdo.
Ever hear of the wrath of Nancy Drew? It's not a pretty sight, Nicholas. Not pretty at all.
All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will you? I'm on your side.
Tell me about your relationship with the police.
All I know is they like to dig through my garbage and follow my van. Does this face say America's Most Wanted to you?
Sort of, actually, yeah.
Can you believe Brady's agent has called this press conference to trump up his heroics? She can barely even remember Maya's name.
Don't worry, Nancy. This cowboy will be on the scene with a megaphone in each holster. I guarantee you the press will get more than they bargained for.
Joseph told me that the St. Louis Historical Society is in the process of trying to declare this building an historical landmark.
They've been in that process for years. It's all just a big wad of red tape, a bunch of bureaucratic hocus pocus. Hadit's about action, not paperwork.
Right.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Sure will, friend. I gotta figure out what to do. And who better to do that for me than my handy dandy people. These people. Hopefully they tell me something useful. Instead of telling me to go in hallways.
Hello?
Hi, Ned.
Hey, detective. Any leads?
According to Joseph, the St. Louis Historical Society has been scrambling to get the Royal Palladium declared an historical landmark.
And that would prevent the demolition?
Right.
So what's the holdup?
Joseph thinks someone downtown is stalling.
Maybe someone who wants the demolition has been greasing some palms.
Probably. It's a shame because Joseph seems to think they're close.
I wonder if this kidnapper is just trying to buy a little more time. What does Mr. Falcone have to say about the Historical Society?
He was pretty cynical. Said the whole process was a bunch of hocus pocus.
Perhaps Mr. Falcone is using cynicism to disguise his true feelings.
That would be convenient, wouldn't it? That's why I'm the detective, Ned, and you're just the... What are you, a fraternity boyfriend? I've always wanted one of those. Not. I'm just kidding. I really don't.
Harry Houdini must have been quite a character.
What makes you say that?
Oh, it just sounds like he was so generous and passionate about his craft. Everyone loved him.
Any theories yet on what
I
he
didn't
did
tell
with
you
his
about
half
that.
of the theater?
No, but I highly doubt he was generous enough to give his half back to old J.J. Thompson.
That wouldn't have been an act of generosity anyway. It would have been a lapse in judgment.
Alright.
I'm trying to decide what to do next. Any thoughts?
Maybe you should see what Brady has to say about finding that press pass.
Brady isn't here, is he?
Bye, Ned.
Call me soon.
Hello.
Bess?
And George, too. What's new, Nancy?
When I spoke to the police about Maya's press pass, they said that Nicholas
Gonna
is
pop
known
my
for using
back.
extreme tactics, and that he might even have been involved in a staged kidnapping last year in Nashville.
You don't think Maya could be mixed up with him somehow, do you? No way. Maya expresses her politics by writing about them. You know, the pen is mightier than the sword. She and Nicholas Falcone don't even speak the same language.
I think you're right, George. But Sergeant Ramsey said I wouldn't have any credit with the police if I joined forces with Nicholas.
Who said anything about joining forces? After all, he's still a prime suspect. But that doesn't mean he's not a valuable source of information when it comes to the theater.
She's right, Nancy. As long as he continues to shoot off his mouth, you want to be around to take notes.
True that, Funk Sister.
I think Simone Mueller would do just about anything for publicity.
You know what they say? There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Even for a kidnapping?
It's like Hollywood has taken over her brain. I'm practically in tears over Maya, and she's trying to dream up a stage name for me.
A stage name?
Not just any stage name either. Would you believe Fancy Jackson?
Ooh, Nancy, that's kind of disco.
I bet she could pull it off.
This is serious, you guys. Do you really think she would kidnap Maya just so Brady could pretend to save her?
In her line of work, Nancy?
Anything's possible.
That's my cat. Sorry.
Simone has called a press conference. I'd like to hear what's being said, but I get the feeling I'm not welcome.
Bess, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Here's what I'm thinking. When has the lack of an invitation ever stopped Nancy Drew before? Is that what you're thinking?
Bingo!
So you think I should just barge right in?
Better yet, why not just listen in? That way you know things that Simone and the others don't know you know. You know?
Bess has a few rocks in her mouth. But she's right. And besides, there's another good reason to keep a low profile.
I know what you're thinking, George. When the cats are away,
The detective mouse will snoop.
Ah, you have a point there, ladies. This might be my only chance to get some,
insight?
yes, some insight into the lives of my suspects. Good idea.
We're full of them.
Right, Bess?
Chock full. Bursting at the seams. We're practically ideaphoric.
Oh, that's a fancy word. Where'd you pull that out of your ass?
When I arrived at the theater
Sorry.
this morning, someone had delivered a funeral wreath.
What?
Isn't that creepy?
You don't know who it was from?
It was from the kidnapper, I assume. The note said something like, "Wouldn't you rather stop the demolition than plan a funeral?"
Since when do kidnappers have the time to special order flower arrangements?
Apparently this kidnapper isn't afraid of the limelight.
Look at the bright side, Nancy. If you find out who sent that wreath, your case is as good as closed.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck.
Be careful.
Okay, so now what? I have to figure out how to get into... Oh. I have to probably make a key for his thing, right? Right? Okay, so... Like what? I have to make a mold or something? Would he know how to do that? Would he help me at all?
Any signs of Maya?
No.
Gotta go now.
Chin up.
Okay. Well. Is that like a light bulb or something? I don't know. Oh boy. Cool. Hey.
There was a key here. There was a key here.
Is it this key?
There was a key here.
No. No. Right. Well. What do I do with the key I have? Ned isn't helpful at all. Go talk to Grady. Yeah, okay. If he was there, I would. Super useful. Thanks. Where would it possibly be at? Hey, there he is.
How are you holding up?
Thanks for finding Maya's press pass. Where was it?
I found it in the basement. I mean the balcony. It was the balcony.
It was the basement. Pretty sure.
Balcony, basement, whatever. It's just my friend's life that's in danger here.
Please, Nancy. It's not me.
I guess I should have my eyes checked. I could have sworn that poster was all about you.
It's Simone. She's relentless. I'm just a hostage on her runaway bus.
That's funny. I don't see any gun to your head, just a wad of money dangling in front of your nose.
It's more complicated than you think. Listen, I've got to get ready for this press conference. I'll talk to you later.
You're not getting ready for anything.
Not now, Nancy.
You're just mad that I figured it out. So he was in this basement?
What's the status? Brady seems uncomfortable with some of your, tactics. Oh, he's just whining because I made him chop off his ponytail.
What?
I don't know what's gotten into him with this free will thing. I told him, you can't even dress yourself, kid, but if you want your blockbuster career to crash and burn, go ahead, manage yourself.
Okay.
I think your phone's about to ring. Bye now.
So, I need to figure out how to get into his thing. But I don't even have the key. I don't know. Well. I don't know. I'm all out. I can do question marks. Good to know. Right. Well. I guess we'll call it there. Yeah. Thank you for watching. See you next part.